What's up guys, it's Blizzardstorm and today I have some more Call of Duty Ghosts for you. It's a 27-4, I think, yeah, 27-4 game of TDM. Once again I'm rocking the AK-12 silencer and armoured piercing rounds. AKs generally in COD are probably my favourite rifle to use, probably my favourite gun I use. I love it when I unlock it. I mean, in Ghosts it's quite a low weapon to get, but in like Modern Warfare 2 it was like the last weapon you get, the last weapon you got unlocked, and it was quite high in Blops 1, and the AN-94 was a reasonably late one in Black Ops 2. Those sort of weapons, the AK-47 and the AN-94 and the AK-12 in Ghosts, are probably my favourite weapon. Favourite overall probably is got to be the AK-47 from COD 4. Is a classic, is probably my most used gun, second to the M4. I mean, AK and M4 was pretty much the most dominant weapons in that game. That's the thing, COD's really advanced in some ways from... I mean, in COD 4 there was only 2 weapons that were really used. And over the time in the game they've introduced more variants of rifles and SMGs, so there was a lot more of a mix. I mean, Ghost, there's not many people using the same guns. I doubt it. You'll be playing a game and you'll have pretty much 3 or 4 different rifles being used and a few SMGs, different types being used. So it's a nice variance of that. Anyway, that is not the purpose of this video. Not to go on about weapons and balancing and stuff like that. The purpose of this video is just to go through a few things I've read up about recently to do with the Exo Survival mode, which is in Advanced Warfare, and also just how they're doing the Scorestreak system and how that's different to the system which was in Black Ops 2. So, firstly, the Exo Survival. Well, to start off, the Hellspawn mode has unfortunately been confirmed as fake. On Michael Condry's Twitter, he posted out basically saying it is actually fake. So kudos to the guy who actually came up with that on the Reddit post, because he went into a lot of detail and depth. It's a bit of a shame really, because one of the things it suggested was 8-player co-op. Still, 4-player co-op is quite good. That's the thing. The Exo Survivor has 4-player, 1 to 4. And 2-player split screen. So it has split screen, unfortunately not 4-player, but 2-player split screen is quite good. And it's the same as the Modern Warfare 3 survival in that you play on the multiplayer maps. And as you're playing the game, you unlock the new maps. As you're playing, you're unlocking, which is similar to MW3. And so there's different tiers. Each tier is 35 rounds. So tier 1, you unlock that after 35 rounds. Then it's tier 2, which is 75 rounds. Is it? Yep. And the tier 3 is 100 rounds. So that's that. Also, another thing which is quite cool and different to survival is that they've got these like objectives to do whilst you're playing, which sounds quite cool. Basically, whilst you're playing, there'll be an enemy you kill will drop a suitcase or a briefcase with intel in or something like that, and basically you have to retrieve it and bring it back to a point on the map. If you do that, you get a bonus. If you don't do it, you get a penalty. I mean, I'm assuming these bonuses and penalties aren't going to be that like big, because I don't know, I just feel like you're kind of sacrificing yourself to get these things and that you're being punished if you don't. I reckon it's just going to be something along the line of extra points towards quicker support. Your support you get, basically you get support items you get, and you have a bar which fills up, which gets you your support drops, and I assume maybe when you do these objectives you get more towards that bar filling up, and if you don't, maybe it takes some off, or you get more enemies spawning or something, so it's not ridiculously like a punishment not to do it. There's 3 classes. There's Light, which is like a sort of fast run and gun class, obviously you're not as powerful. Then they have the Heavy one, which is what it stands for, and then Special, which is kind of sort of between the two, so that could be quite an interest. Special is probably like a rifle type one, Heavy is an MG, and Light is an SMG. Pretty self-explanatory really. And then basically at the end of each round you'll be able to upgrade your character, which is what they call in post-round upgrades. You earn points by defeating enemies and completing objectives, so yeah, it's pretty simple. Choose your points, go to an upgrade station, spend points upgrading your Exo. So there'll probably be, I reckon that'll be kind of some of the perks and stuff from normal multiplayer will be in that, and you can upgrade your Exo to get the perks and the abilities for your Exo. So it might be you don't start with the like dodges and jump boosts and stuff, and you have to earn them through the waves, so that would be really cool. And apparently the highest round they've got to in testing is 65 rounds. So that is the sort of challenge to beat. I'm sure that will be beat in the first day by someone. I'll have a little go on that, try and get some gameplay of that. I might do a live stream of it on launch day if possible. I am getting the day 0 edition, so I will be getting on that game and putting live streams up and the content on the YouTube channel within hours of getting the copy of that game on day 0, which is Monday. So also there's a simple revive mode. You go down, you get revived, kind of like standard co-op modes in Call of Duty. And your progression, this character progression is persistence. I'm not sure what it means by that, but just your overall level. I don't know what that has to do with in-game stuff. I don't know. And there is matchmaking for it as well, which is good, so you're not restricted to having to have friends to play with. You can just play with randomers, which is kind of good. If you don't have friends and you want to have that co-op experience, it's quite good. Hopefully you can then talk in game chat and you might get to make some new friends through that. So that's the co-op mode, the Exo Survival. Another thing which I want to talk about is how they're changing the Scorestreak system. Now, I was reading a post on Reddit. Basically, in Black Ops 2, in an early build of Black Ops 2, you were getting 100 score per TDM kill, and objective modes you were getting 50 per kill, and then getting extra for doing the objective, so capturing points and that. And then they decided in the end though that they wanted to make it 100 kills for every kill across all game modes, because that meant that then you're going to be getting your score streaks a lot higher in the game objective one, because you're getting 100 points per kill plus the objectives. They decided to make the score streaks harder to get more points, which basically meant that in TDM you have to do more work to get the score streaks, whereas you don't have to do as much work in objective based modes. And so what they've done in Advanced Warfare is, if you're playing an objective mode and you're kind of not doing the objectives, then you're going to get, it's going to take a lot longer to get your score streaks basically. And then if you go in TDM, you can get score streaks quicker because it's all based on the kills. So basically what it's going to mean is that you're going to be rewarded for doing objective stuff, and if you want to, you can just kill Hort in TDM and get score streaks that way as well. So what it's going to mean is that we're going to have people that want to play objective modes in objective modes, and the people that want to just get kills are going to very soon realise that they're not going to get their score streaks as easy in objective modes. So they're going to want to switch back over to TDM, which basically means the people that don't contribute to objective-based game modes, such as domination, catch the flag, search, whatever. The search is a bit different, but yeah, those modes, they're not going to get levelling up, and they're not going to get their score streaks as quickly. So hopefully that will mean they'll move away from that, stick to TDM. So basically, yeah, you're going to have people playing objective-based modes that want to play those objective-based modes, and you're going to have people playing TDM that want to play those modes, and then I assume free-for-all will be the same. Well, free-for-all is a completely different thing. Personally, I'm a lover of sort of all type of modes, really. I like objective modes mainly. I like domination. Domination is probably my primary mode to play. Although when I do videos for YouTube, most of the time I stick to TDM or free-for-all, but it's because the games are shorter and more fitting for a YouTube video. If I could record a domination game that's lasting 15-20 minutes, it's maybe a tiny bit too long for a YouTube video, which is why most times YouTube I do stick to TDM or free-for-all. But I don't really play TDM if I'm not recording. I don't really play TDM at all. I just prefer domination. I don't play much more than domination. Capture flag, I've never been a massive fan. Capture the flag. The uplink mode does look quite cool. And hardpoint, I might try that. I'm going to do some hardpoint in Black Ops 2 soon as well. So yeah, that will be cool. So here we go with the final kill, which I found it might manage to get. 27-4. It's not as good as the last game I did, which was 59-7. But I thought it's a pretty good game. Mainly I just want to put some footage up and talk about these things, which are pretty good in Advanced Warfare. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, guys. Please leave a like, comment and share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.